What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and there is a lot unfolding this week in Congress with stimulus, direct checks, and talks for Build Back Better. And this is your stimulus check update and Build Back Better update. Now, take a look, you guys. Some of the things that are going to start up this week. Omicron surge spurs new pandemic relief push in Congress. And that is right. Right now, with the wave of new cases, they're saying we're going to be needing new stimulus. And talks are taking place right now. And we're hearing they're bipartisan. So it is looking like a very high possibility we could see new phases of stimulus coming out in the upcoming weeks. Take a look at this, you guys. Biden will still be looking to make parts of Build Back Better happen, says top White House economist. And that's right. They're saying even though right now talks have stalled with Joe Manchin on Build Back Better, the White House is saying they're optimistic. They're going to get this pushed through. Parts are going to get passed and they're going to get out provisions. Now, I want you to take a look at this video footage. Let me know your thoughts. We have an interview with Representative Ro Khanna and Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. And I want you to hear what O'Leary has to say, as he says that President Joe Biden right now is focusing on voting rights and the American people don't care. He said he's missing the boat right now and America is not happy. He should be focusing on other things that are more important. And take a look at this, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on what Kevin O'Leary just said. Take a look at this very quickly.
Right now, and you talked about it earlier, Joe Biden is less popular than Trump. That's really hard to do. And his party must be really sweating bullets for November.
So there you have it. Kevin O'Leary said that right now, President Joe Biden is more unpopular than former President Donald Trump. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Wow. Now, also wanted to share with you, direct payments are also happening today. Take a look, you guys. Meal deal, food stamps 2022 update, extra EBT, $1,504 payments automatically being deposited this week as SNAP 157 benefit is going to be sent. And I'm going to give you all the details as this is happening around the nation. SNAP benefits, I reported this to you in my previous video, and now we're seeing the updates today. So you guys, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest that's happening right now, and there's going to be a lot unfolding this week. And also wanted to say thank you for all the support on that second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Going to be getting another video up this week for you guys on growing wealth and personal finance. But right now, let me get you caught up on the latest with economic news and updates. And let's start off by smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, really helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, totally free. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, and let's start off with this video footage of Ro Khanna and Kevin O'Leary on the current state of the pandemic, stimulus, inflation, and President Joe Biden. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Ro, inflation takes a while to conjure up. I mean, it's taken years and years and years since Volcker. We saw Japan. It doesn't happen immediately. So I'm not convinced that as far as monetary, that this is all Joe Biden's fault. But not everyone can anticipate something like a COVID and supply chain and labor issues. Where do you think it started, Ro?
Well, I think there are two things. I mean, you're right to point out that the trillions of dollars of spending started actually under Donald Trump, and we were needed to respond to COVID. But the main thing is the production supply. Look, let's look at semiconductors. Semiconductors were too dependent on them from South Korea and Taiwan. We had to import them. The shipping isn't working. And so the question is, why aren't we talking about increasing production in this country? And we can do that. The CHIPS Act, bipartisan, pass that, get semiconductor manufacturing, figure out how can we increase production and supply manufacturing in this country to deal with some of the inflation issues.
But Kevin, I mean, even Build Back Better, that's not even passed. The infrastructure deal, we haven't even started spending any of that yet. I will grant you that some of the energy-related re-regulation in certain areas that the Biden administration has instituted, that all trickles down. That doesn't help. But it's tough to point to cause and effect for why we're here, other than a lot of COVID effects, which maybe you can't blame the Biden administration for. Maybe some. We don't, we obviously haven't handled it like he said he would. But what do you attribute it to?
I agree that the reason we have inflation right now is we did something that was unprecedented over the last 24 months, and of which 12 of those months were under the Trump administration. We have never printed this much money before in this country ever. It's unprecedented. But if I were Biden today, and everybody can be an armchair quarterback, but he's in trouble right now for two main reasons: energy costs and food escalation, because you deal with those every day, and you've been talking about it all morning. So what do you do about it? You know that the chief executive controls the agenda. That's the job. And what is he spending his time doing? Voting rights. I agree it's important, but right now, who cares? What you really should be focusing on is bringing down food costs and energy costs. Now, you can blame him for policy mistakes on energy. And I do believe that canceling Keystone and job-owning federal land leases away and explaining that we're going to go green was way too early. Other countries have tried that, are in real trouble. So what do you do about it? You softly job-own back. Most of the energy costs are in futures contracts. If all of a sudden the president's more accommodative on solving this energy problem, prices will drop. You do not want to see $100 a barrel oil. And the reason I'm invested recently in Chevron and Schlumberger, but when I heard Biden's first speech, I got out of those stocks. I'm back in them now because energy prices are only going up because of his policy. So you've got to start talking that down. But on food, the problem is logistics. Everybody is buying protein and seeing it up 20, 30%. And that really hurts. So you could argue that you're on your way to the polling booth in November, you stop at the gas station, you're paying $6 a gallon. You know what you're going to do when you're pulling the lever on that one. It's going to be brutal. But food is about logistics. What do we have in this country that provides the best logistics? The National Guard. They have the trucks we don't have. So get to work. Tell the American people, I'm going to solve this for you right now. I'm going to solve energy for you by job owning down those prices, by explaining the policy is going to be more accommodative. Prices will drop. And on food, you get to the ports, because right now here in South Florida, right here in Miami Beach, I can't buy ham. There is no ham because there's no truck driver to ship it from the slaughterhouse to the grocery store. I've never seen anything like this before. We've got to get the National Guard. Call it what it is. It's an emergency. Best logistics are those generals that know how to drive those trucks from LA to the distribution centers, and you focus on food and energy. That's it right now. That's all you can control. And you try to save the midterm elections. Right now, and you talked about it earlier, Joe Biden is less popular than Trump. That's really hard to do. And his party must be really sweating bullets for November. And he's got to fix food and energy el pronto.
Wow, well, there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. A lot of interesting input there from Kevin O'Leary and from Ro Khanna. And you heard Kevin O'Leary say he's got to fix these problems right away because we're in the middle of this, and we're hearing that they're going to take care of this right away starting this week. So let me know. I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And also, you guys, let me get you caught up on food stamp direct payments. Take a look at this link in the description below. Food stamps 2022 update, extra EBT $1,504 payments. Now it says huge extra food stamp benefits worth up to $1,504 are being sent out to Americans in need in a matter of days. The extra food stamp benefits will be available to recipients in Virginia, but I'm going to cover the list for you. There's a lot of states. It's not just Virginia. After the state's Department of Social Services announced that they will be releasing emergency funds to eligible families this month. Now, on Wednesday last week, the department said that the benefits will automatically be loaded to recipients' electronic benefits transfer, EBT cards, on January 16th, and that was yesterday, so you should have already received them. Check your cards. More than 41.5 million people rely on SNAP to put food on their tables, providing benefits to eligible low-income individuals and families. Now, it comes as extra food stamps worth up to $157 are also being sent out to residents in 6 states. Eligible residents living in California, Connecticut, Illinois, Maine, Minnesota, and Washington can expect food stamps coming their way. And you guys, I shared with you in the last video the list of all of them, but also we're hearing that some of the states that are getting these benefits aren't on this list, but take a look. This is directly from the official website of the USDA.gov. I'll put a link down below and you can see the list of all the states included in here. Now, on this list, they're extending them out through January of 2022, is not included. Take a look, you guys. New York, who is also going to be doing this. Governor Hochul announces $230 million in additional food assistance for New Yorkers in January. I will also put a link down below so you can get more details on New York. And also, California, extra food stamps for California, January 2022, and this is the same date. This started up yesterday as well. So for those of you that are in need of this additional assistance for food stamps and for SNAP, well, congratulations. Looks like this is going to be taking place in states around the nation. So you guys, that is the latest on direct payments, what's happening in Congress, and it looks like there's going to be a lot unfolding here. Let me know your thoughts, and I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, totally free. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance. Another video going up on that channel this week. And if you got any specific questions for me, the best way to get a hold of me directly, it's very easy. Just hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.